Hey y'all, this is DJ Santana, host of Moonlit Vibe, only on Bootylicious Radio Thursdays at 3. Hey, this is DJ Santana and you're listening to Moonlit Vibes on Bootylicious Radio. It is my last show of the semester. Hold on, is this picking up my audio? Is this picking up my audio now? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Okay. I think my audio... I was having problems with the audio, but I think it's good now. It's my last show of the semester. I can't believe it. A whole semester has gone by. I have had so much fun well, not fun, because some of y'all's questions are a little extra, but I've really enjoyed being able to answer you guys' questions over the semester and play my favorite music. I have added so much good music to the computer here at Bootylicious Radio. And hopefully I can come back next semester. If the station management is listening, I would love to come back. Yeah, I know usually I just kind of do a little intro and then I play some music, but today I wanted to jump right into questions because I have a longin today. Well, it's going to take a little bit to answer. So let's just hop right into it. How to deal with feeling stuck in life. I'm the type of person that as soon as I start to feel stuck, I do one of two things. I either try to internally make myself unstuck, kind of meditate on the issues around me, like why I feel stuck, what's making me feel stuck, things like that. And then there's another part of me that likes to set my whole life on fire and just start all over again, which I've done multiple times. Yeah, I mean, I would love to say that it's good for everyone to do that. I would love to say, it feels great. It feels great to just be like, I'm over this and then just move on. It's not always the best thing to do. However, I don't know. In my opinion, whether you're feeling stuck in your job or in school or in life, we really only get to live our life one time. Everyone always says that life is short, but it's the longest thing that you're ever going to experience. Don't allow yourself to feel stuck in what you're doing. So many times, especially in college, people get stuck in majors, or they get stuck in trying to pick a job, or they get stuck in weird relationships, or they get stuck in a job that they don't even like. And it's such a thing of people just being like, okay, well, I'm just going to suffer, cry. Hold on. Sorry, I keep getting this weird feedback. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I'm just going to keep talking until someone tells me the audio is really messed up. Okay. I don't know. I'm just not the type of person that can handle... I've met so many people that are like, I hate my job so much. I cry every day on the way there and I cry every day back. Why are you putting yourself through that? Why? I don't... I don't understand the... I understand it to an extent. I understand, you need money to live because we do be living in a society. But I don't know. I can't do that to myself. And I know that I'm the type of person that just can't do that to myself. It won't end well. And you can only do that for so long, whether it's a relationship or it's a job or it's a degree plan that you're following. You can only be stuck in it for so long before you go absolutely crazy. And no one, why would you do that to yourself? At what point is that a good thing that you're... Aside from just living, nothing good is happening to you in that situation. So why stay in it? And I know it's so easy to say just leave, but sometimes that's what you have to do. You have to just say, you know what? I'm not happy in this right now and I gotta go. Because at the end of the day, you don't know really and truly how long you have on this earth, and you really want to spend it suffering? Why? And it's so much easier said than done, because Sometimes the suffering is a lot more internal. But if it's coming from all around you externally, why stay in that situation? Why allow yourself to suffer like that? I've never really understood there's so many people that just stay. They allow themselves to stay stuck because they're scared of maybe not getting a job again, or they're scared of being single for the rest of their life. I mean, why stay stuck in a situation that is just making you suffer if there's other options? And I don't mean to say like, if you're in an abusive relationship and you're just staying there, that is like real physical safety. You're not always able to get out of that. Or if you're in a really toxic relationship with someone that's like emotionally abusive and things like that, it is hard to get out of that. But I mean, on like a broad sense, if you're able to leave, if you're able to go, why allow yourself to stay and suffer? All right, so I'm going to pull a tarot card out for you. The card that I see is the Eight of Cups. Currently, the Eight of Cups has always seemed to me as leaving something that you've built behind. For some people, it does mean leaving material gain behind, like abandoning material gain. I've always seen it as the end of a fruitless journey. Like, it also can mean causeless misery, which I think is kind of you're stuck in this loop of causeless misery. Like, there's no reason you should be stuck in it. You're just miserable. And it's basically your own, what you've done. At the end of the day, it's fruitless. There's no point in staying in this situation. You're not getting anything out of it. You're just suffering. The best thing I can say is to let yourself go. Sometimes it takes like a spiritual thing to like allow yourself to go through a spiritual journey. Other times it's mental. Sometimes it's just physically saying, I'm going to stop doing this and just leave. I'm not saying that that's it for everyone. I definitely think you should think it through. Don't like leave me comments on my Instagram because like you left your job and now you're homeless. Think it through. I mean, like, if you have savings or something, if you can like not work for just a little while and say, you know what, I have these savings, I'll look for a job, like, but for right now I'm just gonna be, I don't know, travel or something. I think it can be really good for people who are stuck to just let go for a moment. Even if it's just for a little while, I think letting go can be so amazing for so many people, and it can really just undo all of that nastiness. All right, well, that's enough of that. I got some more questions lined up, but I will play some music, and then I will come back with those. Up next, we have some Kylie Minogue, some Mariah Carey, some Kygo and Donna Summer. You're listening to Moonlit Vibes with DJ Santana. This is Where Does the DJ Go by Kylie Minogue. All right, that was Fantasy by Mariah Carey. Sorry. That was Fantasy by Mariah Carey. You're listening to Moonlit Vibes only on Buckletter Radio, the Valley Student Station. All right, let's hop back into some questions. Falling out of love. Or like how to tell your partner when you've fallen out of love with them. I always think communication and honesty is the best way to... Ooh, that is a heavy echo. I always think that communication and honesty is the best way to go. Yeah, just tell your partner that it happened. I think a lot of times it can happen and people just don't want to admit it, and then they're stuck in a relationship that they don't even want to really be in, which can lead to cheating and like emotional weirdness and things like that. If you really feel like you don't love your partner anymore, or those feelings just aren't happening like they were at one point, it is totally fine to say, you know what, I'm not in love with you anymore, and I can't do this. Because it doesn't just like happens. It doesn't just like happen overnight. The realization might happen overnight, but if your partner isn't really noticing, then they're really not invested in the relationship, because it's something that you notice almost immediately once it starts to happen. Especially after your partner realizes it, the other partner will realize, like, let's say you're falling out of love with your partner. As soon as you realize it, your partner's going to start to realize it. If they hadn't already realized that it was, like, happening. I think that being with someone who is no longer in love with you is just as bad as it's bad on both ends. No one is getting anything out of that relationship. You're just there to be there. And a lot of times it can happen because you guys have been together for so long and you just feel like you owe it to each other to stay even if you're not happy. I would just tell your partner. I think that's the best thing to do. And I don't see any point where, like, we're just staying in the relationship and being like, well, maybe the feelings will come back. That's not good. Don't do that. All right. Next question. How to feel confident for hot girl/hot boy summer? I mean, confidence is such a huge thing that so many people struggle with without even realizing it. Like, especially for, like, something like hot boy or hot girl summer where you just, like, want to be out and you want to party and have fun and just feel cute and hot and, like, great. I think it's tied a lot to our confidence, and I think just wear what makes you feel comfortable and confident, and go places where you feel comfortable and confident. Confidence is a fake it till you make it kind of thing for a lot of people. If you keep telling yourself that you feel confident and you feel great, the more you're going to believe it, and the more other people will see, like, that you feel confident. I would say the best thing to do is find things that make you feel confident, like little things that make you feel confident. If it's just like a color that you feel confident in, or a certain kind of makeup, or like lucky underwear, lucky socks, something that makes you feel comfortable, even if other people don't see it, but as long as you know and it makes you feel comfortable, that's the best thing you can do. I would also say make sure you get your vaccine before you go do any hot summer activities. Also, intimate health is important. Make sure that if you're being intimate with multiple partners, you get tested often, depending on how often the intimacy is. Like, just anytime anytime fluids are, like, being shared, get tested for intimate issues. Just kind of try to exude confidence and it'll happen. I mean, honestly, for me, I always feel more confident with, like, a low cut shirt or, like, a shorter skirt or, like, shorter inseam shorts. Like, that's just where I feel most confident, especially in the summer, because here in the Valley, it gets hot as heck. Just do things to make yourself feel confident. As long as you feel confident, people will pick that up about you. But yeah, stay safe, intimate-wise. Yeah, anyway. Alrighty. Let me pull out her card out for you. And honestly, me and my girls are trying to, like, hot girl summer it up. Like, shout out to Sasha and Brandy. Queens, I love you. Me and my friend Sasha are single. My friend Brandy has a man that she has purchased and she keeps in her closet, and she takes him out once in a while. Yeah. All right. So for you, person looking for their hot person summer, the card that you got is, oh my God, Not, sorry. Oh my God. Hold on. Sorry. I'm like, all right. The card that you got is the 8 of Wands, which is the card of fast coming activities. Hot girl summer is coming. Hot girl and hot boy summer is coming soon. Great haste, great hopes. Like not far travels, but like you won't be crossing any water. You won't be crossing straight lines, but there will be some travel, some travel. Also there is a really good chance of love, maybe a cute summer fling. Honestly, it sounds like you're a hot person. Summer's gonna be great. I genuinely think that. Good for you. That's great. All right. All right. Sorry. I was distracted for a moment. I just got a text. I just want to clear up that the man, my friend doesn't actually have a man in the closet. I was talking about her boyfriend because he's not always out with her, like, because he works. There is no man in my friend's closet. It was a joke. I'm sorry. Anyway, okay, next question. My hookup left a rose quartz in my car. Okay, there's this trend going around on TikTok and Twitter where people are like, leave a rose quartz in, like, so-and-so's car. If you charge it with love, they'll fall in love with you. First of all, who has the money to just be buying rose quartzes and throwing them in people's cars? That is a waste of money. That is a waste of, like, metaphysical charging energy. Okay. First of all, I definitely am that person, though, that, like, on a date or, like, a hookup, whatever, I do keep, like, a rose quartz in my, like, brassiere. Just so I can exude, like, sensual energy and, like, love energy or whatever. It's not that I want them to fall in love with me. It's just that, yeah. But I would say that's weird. That's suspicious. Yeah, they probably want it to become, like, a more, like, a love thing. Don't do that. If you, honestly, what I think you should do is, okay, I guess if, like, you had a good time with the person, you can try to leave a rose quartz and have them, like, fall in love with you. I don't know how well that'll work. I have never just left a rose quartz in someone's vehicle, mostly because crystals are expensive. But honestly, what I would do is leave a moldavite in there. If it, like, you had a bad time, leave a moldavite in their car and just have that create chaos in their life. If they survive that, then, yeah, good for them. But honestly, it's just this trend that's going around online to, like, keep, sorry. It's just this trend that's going around online for people to, like, leave rose quartzes in people's cars for, like, to try to make romance happen. All right, let me draw a card for you. Let's see if the cards have anything to add. I'm having so much trouble right now. All right. You got the Two of Wands reversed. Now, the Two of Wands talks about trouble, surprising trouble coming out of weird places, emotional turmoil, restlessness, and a feeling and a great fear of losing something. What this tells me is that the person who left the rose quartz in your car definitely is into you way more than you're into them. I would make that clear. Maybe return the rose quartz to them. Yeah, honestly, the only thing that seems to be coming from this person is a lot of, like, weird emotional trouble. A lot of, like, they're really into you and you're very much not into them. Not in the same way, at least. Yeah. All right. That's enough questions. I answered a good amount of questions. All right. Up next, we have Curious by Haley Kiyoko, Then after that, some Ariana and some Caliuchis. You're listening to Moonlit Vibes. I'm DJ Santana, and this is Vaquero Radio, the Valley Student Station. Alright, that was Te Pongo Mal, Prendelo by Caliuchis. Uchis? I honestly, all this time, and I'm still not entirely sure if I'm ever saying her name right. Oh my god, it's already like 42 minutes. Can y'all believe? Today has gone by so fast. Okay. Dealing with your significant other's jealous friend. This question specifically is about like the girl best friend that is a little weird. Like when you have a boyfriend who has a girl best friend who's a little strange. We've all been there, I think. For those of you that don't know, there's this phenomenon here in the United States. I don't know if it happens anywhere else, where like you're with a guy, like you start dating a guy, and his girl best friend is weird to you, like super weird to you, is always like trying to make it clear that she believes that they will end up together. And she sabotages like almost every relationship he has, and he probably doesn't even realize it because, let's be real, men they're not the most intellectual of God's beings. But fighter? Can I say that? I don't know if I can say that, but I mean, that's what, if you were my friend and you told me that, I would just be like, fighter, or I will fight her for you. I don't know, friends are weird, especially like, I've definitely been in a situation where like the friend has made it clear, or like they're friends with their ex, and their ex has made it clear that they want like to be with them again. I mean, I don't know. It's such a... Do you really want to be in a relationship with someone who has that kind of person around them without them realizing? Honestly, no one is that cute. No one is that great to be in a relationship with them when they're like... Their whole like situation around them is toxic and stuff. I don't know. That's never something that... That's never something I wanted to be around. I think... when I was like a teenager, I probably would have put up with that. But now, as like a grownish person, I wouldn't put up with that. I don't know. It's not, I wouldn't make it like an ultimatum, like it's either me or her. But I would definitely be like, this is making me uncomfortable. If your friend doesn't want to stop, or if you're not realizing that that your friend like wants to date you, then I'm just gonna go, because this is too much. I mean, I still think fighting them is a pretty good option. Leave a Moldavite in their car, see what happens. But I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think. The best thing that I can say to do is just bring it up to your partner, no matter what kind of situation it is. If you have like that kind of friend that is super just icky around y'all's relationship, they're gonna sabotage the relationship any chance they get, and it's just weird. And I don't know. It's such a like childish mindset to have. Like, I want to date my friend, but they don't want to date me. Or maybe they have dated and like they're still friends, but this other person has just like in their life being annoying. I don't know. I wouldn't put up with it if I were you. There's no reason to put up with it. I think address it with your partner. And if he's like, it's not like that, or he just doesn't want to listen, leave. It's not worth it. Because at the end of the day, like, if he's not going to realize it, and if he's just going to like let you keep going through that, it's just not worth it. Yeah, there's no point. All right. So the card you got is the Wheel of Fortune. All right. So the Wheel of Fortune talks about changes in luck, ebbs and flows, changes of fortune, and lots of success. I genuinely think that addressing this to your partner will make them realize that it's like a weird thing. Maybe they just haven't realized it. Like I mentioned, men are not the smartest of God's creatures. They are a little slow. It's not their fault. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Genetics. Yeah, just try to address it and like make this thing about it. Like, not make it like a thing, but like make sure you address it and make it clear that you're not going to put up with it. But it looks like it'll go well. This could also mean that the relationship was not meant for you, and the change in fortune is that you're going to now be single, and that it makes room for someone better to come into your life. Either way, you're going to have a great time. Okay. Let's do another question. Okay. This is about their partner wanting an open relationship, but they don't want their partner wants an open relationship, but their partner is the only one that can see other people. They can't. That's not an open relationship. That's weird. Yeah, that's like toxicity at its finest. If your partner is like, I would like to be with other people, but you're still committed to me entirely. That's like a cult at that point. Don't put up with that. There's never a good reason to put up with that. It's weird. It's icky. It's your partner trying to exert control over you in a weird way. I wouldn't put up with it. You shouldn't put up with it. No one should ever put up with it. It's weird. It's gross. It's very like harem, multiple wife type of person. And it's icky. Don't do it. Don't do it, girl. It's not worth it. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I think that it is just one person not having the emotional maturity to say, I want to see other people. It's them like not having the emotional maturity to like actually be in an open relationship. Yeah, don't do that. Don't. It's not worth it. If your partner is going to say, you know what, I'm going to like fool around with all these other people, but you have to still be committed to me and you can't even look at another person because like, bleh. It's not an open relationship. It is just a person trying to exert control over you in that kind of way while still being able to be with other people. It's weird. It's gross. I don't suggest it to anyone. And if you're listening and your partner does suggest something like this, see it as a red flag because it is. It's weird. It's gross. I would not do it. All right. Let me pull a tarot card out for you. Okay. The card that you received is the Justice card reversed. Now, the Justice card is all about balance. It's really closely tied to the star sign Libra, just because of the need for balance. This tells me that there is no balance in your relationship. There is a lot of inequality in that relationship, not just in this situation, but in other ways. This also tells me that it will only get more severe. The inequality and inequity in this relationship, and you shouldn't put up with it. There is no point. This is just, from what this card is saying, this is just one thing in a long list of ways that your partner has made it clear that they do not see you as an equal in this relationship, and that's never a good thing. And a good partner will always make you feel equal and will always make you feel loved and supported and all that good stuff as much as you do them. So, yeah. Don't put up with it. Because at the end of the day, a partner that isn't going to treat you equal is not good for you. Yeah, I really hope you get out of that. I'm so sorry. People are gross. All right, we got some more music coming up. We're almost to the end. This is Kiss Me More by Doja Cat featuring SZA. All right, that was Yo Perreo Sola by Bad Bunny. I am officially at the end of my show. I have had sorry. I've had such a good time being able to answer y'all's questions, being able to play music, honestly, I love being in the studio so much, and I love being able to go live every week. Hopefully I can be back next semester. If not, it has been a great time. I don't think they do shows in the summer, so I would say like tune in, but I think there's nothing else. There's no more shows. Just today, and everything else is like done. But yeah, it was great. I hope y'all had fun. I hope I was able to give y'all the answers you needed. Yeah. It feels weird. I can't believe it's over. yeah, well, that has been Moonlit Vibes. I have been, and hopefully will continue to be, DJ Santana. And you've been listening to Vaquero Radio, the Valley Student Station. To go out, I'm going to play one last song. I'm going to play Bootylicious by Destiny's Child. See y'all next time.